we're going to just quickly explain how to enter a marathon very quickly, because I felt like it was a useful piece of information to include. Because some people, I don't know, they may be put off by actually entering a marathon because they are confused about the entering process and whether you get free entry or you have to pay for it. How much does it cost to pay for it? Regular stuff like that. Is it as simple as you just press enter and you're entered? Sometimes it's not really the case. Sometimes you have to enter a ballot and then you're chosen out of a hat and then you decide whether you can enter or not. But yes, we're going to explain that quickly. Okay. So some are different from others. The London Marathon, for example, it's a very prestigious event, very well known. It's an illustrious event that everyone and their granddad wants to compete in. This means that if you want to enter, your name has to be chosen from a hat. It's in the sense that when you sign up on the website, you will enter into a ballot, and when the time comes around each year for your name to be chosen, or everyone's name to be chosen, you may or may not be selected from that ballot. And if you're not, you're going to have to try again next year. And if you are, best hope you've been training, or you should get to training real soon. So for less attended events, you won't be entered into a ballot. You just enter straight on the website and pay, or just sign up for free, whatever it may be. And then you're registered, you're done, you're entered. Train, have fun. The cost of entry, some events are free, but most events hosting the marathon distance require payment. Sometimes the event offers a charity entry, as I just said, like a free charity entry, which means you won't have to pay as long as you raise money for charity. That was the case when I participated in the Bournemouth Half Marathon in 2022. So they had a charity entry option and it was free entry. So I was like, well, and I can also raise money for charity, which is a good thing, two good things. So I thought I'd just do that. But you have to raise money for charity. I don't believe there was a minimum amount that you had to raise. I'm rather unsure of that. But I believe in some cases there has to be, because, some people would just, they do it for free, say they're going to raise money for charity, set up a fundraising page and, not look back at it or check on it or actually promote that they're doing the race and try raise as much money as possible. There'll be some people that actually do that. But not me. When I did the Bournemouth Half Marathon in 2022, I believe I raised about £700 for it, which is pretty good going. For this year, I raised money for the same charity, Alzheimer's Research UK, once again, and I've raised £1,070, I believe, at the moment. And my goal was £1,000, so very good, brilliant. Thank you to everyone that donated. If you are indeed watching this, it's important to remember that not all events offer the free charity entry. For example, this year, as I said, I was training for the Yorkshire Marathon, and although I raised money for a charity, they didn't have a charity entry, so I still had to pay for it. I believe I paid £40. Other events are more expensive than others. For example, London, because it's so illustrious, you don't know whether you're actually signed up for it or not. Your name will be chosen out of a hat, plus it's more expensive. So for the Yorkshire Marathon, I paid £40 to enter, but the London Marathon, you pay £69.99, I believe. And if you're an international entrant, it's more expensive at £146, okay? So extreme triathlons such as Ironmans and Scotsmans, they'll be a bit more expensive because obviously it costs you more to actually enter, but then the equipment that you'll need will set you back a lot of money, plus travel expenses and all that sort of stuff. So, because I'm not entirely sure if people have road bikes and wetsuits, tip-top quality road bikes and wetsuits, mind you, just laying about their house. Obviously, they're going to have to factor that in when they actually sign up for it as well. So to give you a ballpark of how much an Ironman triathlon will probably be, you'll be paying around £500 before kit and travel expenses, etc. Okay, so your running package, say you've signed up for the marathon or whatever you're doing, you'll then most likely be sent a running package by the event organizers. Okay, so once you're officially signed up for the event, between then and event day, you should receive your race day essentials pack, which usually comes in the form of your race number card, pins to attach it to your shirt, your running shirt when you're actually doing the race, number card, and a bag tag if you have bags to drop off before the actual race in some lockers that they'll have for you there. Starting a fundraising page. So for example, if you did a charity entry or you just did a paid entry, but you're also raising money for charity, like a lot of people do, you're probably going to have to start a fundraising page yourself. But if you do a charity entry on the website being where you actually sign up for the event, not the website of the charity. So you sign up for the event on the event website, okay? But they may have an option for a charity entry When you do that, the charity will be alerted that you're raising money for them and may help you set up a fundraising page. However, that might not be the case. For example, it wasn't the case for me when I signed up for the full marathon. Okay, so I just did regular entry, and separately, I started a fundraising page and raised money for Alzheimer's Research UK. So I got in contact with them and I was like, I'm going to raise money for you. This is proving that I'm actually doing the event. Going to start fundraising page. And then we just got in contact and they were, well chuffed about that. Most of the time, they'll be alerted and they can help you set up the fundraising page. Or if you are really clueless, you just can look it up. So I'd go to places like Just Giving, for example, GoFundMe, Total Giving, and create a page there, ensuring to add details about why you created the page, why you chose that specific charity, etc. Okay, it's just good for people to know, if they know why you're raising money for that charity and you've got a bit of history with the charity or the disease or condition or whatever the charity is supporting, there's some sort of connection there between you and that. It's good to know. It's good for people to know why. Okay, gets them a bit more invested in your endeavor. And might even make, say, random people that don't even know you donate to the charity, specifically because your story is so touching and enticing and heartfelt, okay? So for my half marathon and full marathon, I used Just Giving. Very easy. Okay, so promoting the fundraising page, as you can imagine, you got to promote it through social media if you want, the most amount of reach. Obviously, it helps to have more followers. Make sure to copy the link and add it to the bio of your social media platforms. For example, your Instagram, your TikTok, your YouTube, your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, don't know, whatever it may be, okay? So fundraising pages should require an email to set up, and this is how you'll be notified when someone actually donates to your page. Ensure to thank them when you actually do receive a donation, of course, because it's very generous of people. So contacting the charity and race about a free t-shirt. This is just a small side tangent. I mean, you'll probably get sent this anyway. If you get in contact with a charity, they'll probably just send you off some merchandise to run the race in. But if you don't know anything about that, and if you want to just inquire about it, there's no harm in actually emailing the charity. You're probably going to be entitled to a free t-shirt to wear during the race to represent the charity. You do not have to wear it. Obviously, the raising the most money is paramount when you're dealing with charities, but it's a nice addition. The charity may automatically offer you a free t-shirt, as I said, but in some cases you may need to reach out and ask, and they'll be much obliged to send you off a free t-shirt. And I'm pretty sure you won't have to pay for it because, it's like free advertising basically, isn't it? So once you've entered and your place has been confirmed, you are ready to begin. Thank you very much for viewing this clip. I do hope it has aided in your journey to achieve optimum living. If you have enjoyed it, please go check out the full-length podcast episode. The link will be in the description below, or you can click right there. Goodbye.